King Kong, 1933, the birth of a cinematic legend. In 1933, cinema witnessed the birth of one of its most enduring icons, King Kong. Directed by Merian C. Cooper and Ernest B. Schoedsack, this timeless masterpiece remains a monumental achievement in filmmaking. Blending adventure, romance, and tragedy with groundbreaking special effects, King Kong is much more than a monster movie. It's a poignant exploration of humanity, nature, and the tragic consequences of ambition. The film opens with the ambitious filmmaker Carl Denham, Robert Armstrong, known for his daring and risky projects, assembling a crew for an expedition to the mysterious and uncharted Skull Island. He enlists the struggling yet radiant Darrow Fay Ray as his leading lady, promising her fame and fortune. Once they arrive on Skull Island, they discover a land teeming with prehistoric creatures and ruled by the colossal gorilla Kong. The island's native inhabitants capture and offer her as a sacrifice to Kong, who becomes infatuated with her. The mighty beast's fascination with and shifts the narrative from terror to unexpected tenderness, as Kong defends her from the island's fearsome predators. Denham, driven by greed and a desire to create a spectacle for the world, devises a plan to capture Kong and bring him to New York City as the eighth wonder of the world. But what begins as a showman's triumph turns into a disaster when Kong escapes, wreaking havoc in the city. The film reaches its heartbreaking climax atop the Empire State Building, where Kong battles fighter planes in a desperate attempt to protect Anne. His eventual fall from the skyscraper leaves audiences with one of cinema's most iconic lines. It was beauty killed the beast. At the heart of King Kong lies its groundbreaking special effects, which revolutionized the art of filmmaking. Willis H. O'Brien's stop-motion animation brought Kong and the island's dinosaurs to life with incredible detail and fluidity. Each frame of Kong's movements, from his ferocious roars to his tender gestures, imbues the character with emotional depth. The film's visual effects seamlessly blend miniatures, matte paintings and live-action sequences, creating an immersive world that was unmatched in its time. The battle between Kong and the T-Rex in particular remains one of the most thrilling sequences in film history, showcasing the artistry and technical ingenuity of its creators. King Kong is more than an adventure. It's a reflection of humanity's complex relationship with nature and the unknown. Exploitation and ambition. Carl Denham's relentless ambition to exploit Kong for fame and fortune underscores humanity's tendency to prioritize personal gain over respect for nature. Beauty and the Beast. The bond between Kong and transcends fear, portraying Kong as a tragic figure driven by emotion rather than mere savagery. His downfall is not because of his strength or ferocity but because of his vulnerability and capacity to feel. Fear of the unknown. Skull Island and its inhabitants symbolize humanity's fear of the mysterious and untamed. The film explores how fear often leads to violence and destruction rather than understanding. Fay Ray's portrayal of Darrow solidified her place in history as the original Scream Queen. Her vulnerability, courage, and the subtle connection she forms with Kong make her performance unforgettable. Robert Armstrong's Carl Denham is a perfect blend of charisma and moral ambiguity, driving the story with his insatiable ambition. However, the true star is Kong himself. Through the meticulous work of Willis H. O'Brien, Kong becomes a character rather than a monster. A creature with emotions, desires, and a tragic fate that resonates deeply with audiences. King Kong reshaped the film industry, inspiring generations of filmmakers and audiences alike. It set the standard for special effects and introduced the concept of the sympathetic monster, a trope that continues to influence storytelling. The film has been remade and reimagined multiple times, from the 1976 and 2005 adaptations to the modern MonsterVerse films. Yet the original 1933 King Kong remains unparalleled in its impact and artistry. Kong himself has become a cultural icon, representing themes of power, vulnerability, and humanity's struggle with the natural world. The Empire State Building sequence has become one of the most enduring images in cinema, symbolizing both the pinnacle of achievement and the depth of tragedy. Nearly a century after its release, King Kong 1933 continues to captivate and inspire. It's a film that balances spectacle with emotion, creating a story that transcends its genre. With its revolutionary effects, unforgettable characters, and profound themes, King Kong remains a cornerstone of cinematic history. If you haven't experienced this masterpiece, now is the time to witness the film that defined an era. Watch King Kong and discover why the legend of the eighth wonder of the world endures to this day. What's your take on this cinematic classic? Is Kong a tragic hero or a misunderstood beast? Share your thoughts in the comments below.